Hi, I'm Kristen, co-founder of Service Crowd. This is episode 2 of our series on turning your agency's existing clients into your easiest and best revenue engine. On YouTube, we have a playlist set up, and we'll make sure that if you're seeing this on another platform, we put the link to the playlist in the comments. So, to start, I want to talk about the kind of client satisfaction you should actually be aiming for. And that's turning happy clients into client advocates. And I'll talk about what that means in just a sec. But first, how do you actually know if your clients are happy? And how happy is happy enough? Most agency owners would say something like, oh, well, our clients are renewing, they're responding to emails, they're not complaining. And look, that's not nothing, but it's also a pretty low bar. I want this video to clarify a little bit about the difference between client satisfaction, satisfied clients, and client advocates. When a happy or satisfied client becomes an advocate, that means they are actively and effortlessly on your part, helping your business to grow. Here's a slide that shows what I mean. A satisfied client renews easily, tells you how easy you are to work with, is responsible to your emails, is excited to scope new projects, and brings you into new projects proactively. There's probably some mild and natural growth within the account of a satisfied client. A client advocate expands their scope of work with you easily. They say stuff like, you're actively helping make our business better, or we couldn't survive as a business without you. They reach out spontaneously to praise your agency or the resources. They start to refer new clients to you. They invite you into planning sessions because they see you as a strategic partner. They bring you with them if they change jobs. And I think this is actually the most crucial sign that you've crossed from happy into advocate. They ask you to work on projects that are maybe a little outside of your agency's normal wheelhouse, and they actively acknowledge that they know you will be pioneering the service with them because they trust you. That's the key. Satisfied clients stay until something faster, cheaper, better comes along, but advocates are actively working in your favor. Most agencies have plenty of the former and not enough of the latter. And the reason isn't that they're doing bad work or their team isn't responsive enough. It's typically that individual client happiness often relies specifically on who their assigned agency resources are. Their happiness and satisfaction is resource specific. It's not in the fabric of the way you deliver work. Satisfied clients see your agency as a collection of really smart and helpful people. Client advocates will see your agency itself as the value add to their business. Think about what advocacy actually requires from a client. They are putting their name on the line to recommend you, and so they have to trust that your delivery is consistent. They have to know who owns what on your team, so they're not always routing through you or the account manager to get answers. They have to feel like the engagement is structured and intentional, and they have to feel that you're really invested in their success and rooting for them and their business to succeed. That takes some proactivity, right? None of that is going to come from being the most likable agency on the block. None of it's going to come from fast email response times or a friendly account manager. It's going to come from what's underneath the relationship, your delivery model, your team structure, and your communication rhythms. Charm and friendliness gets you those first couple of renewals. Good operations gets you an advocate. So here's a fast gut check you can do this week. Look at your 3 longest running clients and ask yourself, does the client know who to talk to on the team in order to get things done efficiently? Do we have a consistent rhythm of communication that we own, or are we simply responsive to the client's ask? Does the client partner with us as their business objectives change? Are we clued into that? And honestly, would the relationship between us and this client continue if their main point of contact at our agency disappeared? If the answer to any of those is no, or I'm not sure, that's your structural problem. And that's exactly what we're going to dig into next. In the next episode, we're going to get into the first thing you need to do to get more advocates, figuring out whether you have a process problem or a people problem. Then we'll talk about margin and economics because you will need to invest a bit to help move your clients from happy to advocates, and that investment takes margin. I'm excited to share all of this with you. And again, you can like and subscribe on YouTube, and always feel free to drop us a comment and let us know what you think of this series.